James doesn't like heights.
Oh, did you see that one just moved?
Yes. What is that? Hold on. That's one, two. You've got 7 or 8, maybe 8 feet.
But that means I'll have to drive. I can't.
Well, it's got massive tyres. You'll just be running on the outer ones.
Well, so I get to this bit. My car is wider than that, and that's wider than my wheel. It won't do it.
And that's high, actually. What is that, 300 feet?
Some hundreds of feet, yes. Oh, dear.
Even though Hammond isn't at all accident-prone, I went first.
Seatbelt on or off? Off. Because what bloody difference will it make? Really? This is a lot higher than it looked in the brochure. Off. Because what bloody difference will it make? Really? This is a lot higher than it looked in the brochure. Oh. Off. Because what bloody difference will it make? Really? This is a lot higher than it looked in the brochure. Oh, got it. Drive carefully. Off. Because what bloody difference will it make? Really? This is a lot higher than it looked in the brochure. Off. Because what bloody difference will it make? Really? This is a lot higher than it looked in the brochure. Oh, got it. Drive carefully. Off. Because what bloody difference will it make? Really? This is a lot higher than it looked in the brochure. Oh, got it. Drive carefully. Oh. Right, I've made it. That's good. Hammond, you will shit your pants doing this.
Well, that's helpful.
I already am watching.
Not looking down, thinking about other things. Now, very slowly. It's not going to work.
And then it was the turn of Big Donald.
Oh, God. The only way I can do this is by looking at the driver's side tyre and keeping it as close as I can to that edge. And hoping to God that gives me enough. Oh, God. I can do this. God! to that edge. And hoping to God that gives me enough. Oh, Christ. I'm shaking like I've never shaken. God! I'm just gonna look at the wood. Oh, look what's below, just look at the wood.
Who is that clippity-clopping across my bridge?
Oh, God! Not the Billy Goat Grub game.
I will move my Jeep out of your way. If you can answer this simple prog rock question.
I don't know anything about prog rock at all! Let me off the bridge, I'm going to be sick, please.
Eventually, Hammond became quite irritated, so I abandoned the game. And soon, all of us became quite irritated.
James, have you broken down?
Yes.
Problem is, you have people on the extreme left, James May, people on the extreme right, Richard Hammond, and it's always the liberal, sensible people in the middle, like me, who cop for it.
Eventually, having fixed the Fiat, I was back on the road again.
This car is just amazing.
But then...
Oh dear, I think I've just lost the exhaust pipe. This is tremendous. It's like being on a rally stage. Go! Tony and Sherry Blair were in... This is tremendous. It's like being on a rally stage. Away. Go! concentrate, look through the vent. This is quite a complicated one. That Tony and Sherry Blair were in fact This is tremendous. It's like being on a rally stage. Here comes the really dangerous bit. Goes past. That Tony and Sherry Blair were in fact massive World Rally Championship fans. In fact, I think they took part in a couple on the quiet. They just didn't want people to know about it. They thought it would sort of damage their reputation and their standing. Unlike, say, starting a war.
Further ahead, my long lens had grabbed a couple of animals. Further ahead, my long lens had grabbed a couple of animals. Further ahead, my long lens had grabbed a couple of animals. Further ahead, my long lens had grabbed a couple of animals. Further ahead, my long lens had grabbed a couple of animals. Further ahead, my long lens had grabbed a couple of animals.
I don't believe Amazon will be rushing to have that as their screensaver.
But we had yet to bag a jag. However, as it's a nocturnal animal...
Let's do this.
Eventually, though, after driving deep into the jungle, we arrived at it.
Here we go! That's how you're supposed to use them. It's in the instructions. That's what you do. You set it up.
The next morning, with James in a state of deep puzzlement, Hammond and I checked out the ruined trap cameras.
So, let me just get this clear. The Jaguar mauled your camera?
Yeah.
Is that really where it's bitten it?
Yeah, look, bits come off it.
So, but he's broken it.
Yes, he's broken.
But did
anyway.
this is the important thing. Did we get any pictures?
All right, look.
No.
Something triggered it. Maybe a leaf. Ah, look! There!
Where?
There! That's
Oh,
it.
that's it!
That's it
God,
walking.
it's
That is a
how camouflaged
There's
it
his head,
is.
there's his head! That's its actual face.
I mean, they're not...
There!
Yeah, but he's got a tree in front of him.
Well, yeah, but that's context, that's habitat.
What's that?
This is when it got destroyed. That's its mouth. That's whiskers. Look.
No.
That's a jaguar biting. That is an action shot. That's probably got awards all over it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Eyes.
Oh, now that is a great picture, and we can move on.
It is.
We have ticked that box. That's the ace of spades, the Jaguar. That's Saddam Hussein. We've now got to go and get his sons.
With the Jaguar in the bag, our sights were set on the next target. Another rare and reclusive creature, the spectacled bear.
We now have to drive 200 miles to find the sort of terrain where we're going to be able to photograph the King of Spades, Edgar Hussein, Paddington.
And eventually we arrived in Spectacle Bear country.
Right, now listen.
What to do? I like your trousers.
Well, no, at least he's trying. He's making an effort. But you should have gone the whole hog. Maybe some nice, hey, we're in the outdoors, some nice chaps. Suede, but...
Execution. I insisted we saddle up and set off to look for Paddington.
Go, go, go!
Crossing these things.
Persecution. I insisted we saddle up and set off to look for Paddington.
We're off.
crossing these things.
Persecution. I insisted we saddle up and set off to look for Paddington.
Keep it diagonal, obviously, while crossing these things.
Persecution. I insisted we saddle up and set off to look for Paddington. Persecution. I insisted we saddle up and set off to look for Paddington. Persecution. I insisted we saddle up and set off to look for Paddington. Persecution. I insisted we saddle up and set off to look for Paddington. Persecution. I insisted we saddle up and set off to look for Paddington.
Go, go, go!
Diagonal, obviously, while crossing these things.
Oh, shite!
Oh! Oh! Look at you with a wheel in the air.
Can we please try not to make this look like it's a problem? Because the ladies and gentlemen... Get a bloody move on!
Inevitably, his pickup truck chose that moment to go.
Hurry up!
And then it's down to you because I haven't got the weight to pull you, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go!
panda!
Yes! Yes!
Jeremy Corbyn.
And then it's down to you because I haven't got the weight to pull you, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Away!
A Fiat Panda!
Yes! Yes!
Jeremy Corbyn just pulled Freddie Mercury out.
It's a meeting of minds.
I'm not sure we're very good at fist bumping.
With that calamity sorted, Hammond got four-wheel drive back, and we resumed our mission.
Right. Let's go on a bear hunt. No. Oh! Actually looking forward to seeing a bear, I really am. I like all bears except polar bears, which I hate. They're vicious and they eat school children.
Joyously, we soon found another suitable spot.
Here we go! Yes, it is, it moved. Shh. That's his face.
Oh, yes.